friends, my name is Shayla, and today I'm here to talk to you about 5 reasons why I think you should read the Conqueror Saga by Kiersten White. So this is a Vlad the Impaler inspired story in which we follow Lada Dracul, who is the daughter of Vlad Dracul, and her brother Radu throughout this entire series. So if you're familiar with the history of this particular saga, this series does a really good job of depicting the history, I think, pretty accurately in a lot of ways, while also having its own story. So the first pro is that it does pay a great homage to the history of Vlad the Impaler. I thought that was very well done, very well thought out, and very well executed in this particular series. I know Kiersten White's writing is not for everybody, but I do think with each book, it got better for me, especially. So the second thing we're going to talk about is how it's its own story. Though it does pay great homage to the original history, I do think it stands on its own as a story. When it comes to these characters, they are so fleshed out. They are so... You can tell the author really loved writing this book as you get to know the characters throughout. The character arcs are strong. I feel like, again, with each book, things got better for me. And so each time I got to know a little more about the characters, I understood their motivations. I loved what I was seeing. The third thing I want to mention is the relationship aspects within this story. So Lada as a character is a very rough around the edges kind of woman. And so to see her grapple with the possibilities of relationships throughout this series, I thought was very well done. While Radu on the other side wanted nothing more than to love and to be loved by one particular person for the majority of the series, and that doesn't end up happening for him. And he does have feelings for men instead of women. And so you're dealing with the conflict of a homosexual relationship in this time period as well. And so I thought all of that was handled very well. I don't think it was a side note as it was written. I thought it was very well represented. Granted, I am not someone who is attracted necessarily to women. I am very happily married to a man, so I can only speak from what I've read, and I thought this was very well represented, but I can't speak own voices on that, so take that opinion for what you will. Number 4 is the writing. I think the first book was a little choppy for me, if I'm honest, but by books 2 and 3, I was really enjoying the writing in the story. I felt like Kiersten White just hit a really good stride and her writing got really smooth, especially the third novel. It was compulsorily readable. The whole series was. Even though it's dark and gritty and rough, you still just want to know what happens next, so you keep reading and you keep reading and you keep reading. And it's just good that way, so that makes for good writing. And last but not least is a complete story. This gives you a very closed ending on the series, which is really good. I think for this particular piece of history, if you know the history, you know how it's going to end. How this particular story ended and closed was beautiful to me. Again, it was still kind of its own story, but it paid great homage to the history. And I really thoroughly enjoyed this strong arc. All of the books have to be read to understand the story fully. I think it's definitely worth a read. I gave the first book 3.5 stars, which is And I Darken. So And I Darken got 3.5. Now I Rise got 4.5. And Bright We Burn, I just finished, and I'm debating between 4.5 and 5. It was really, really good. I don't know if it's quite a 5, but it's really dang close. So, as you guys know, I love this series. I think it's great. I think it's very much a book series that everybody should check out if they have any interest in the series. Again, I think it paid great homage to the history of the area, and there are great maps if you don't understand where you're at in the world. and it was just very thorough, and I really enjoyed it. This is my take on a review rather than dealing with reviews and spoilers. I thought it would just be really fun to give you 5 reasons to read it. So I know they were kind of vague and this was a little bit rambly, but I hope you guys enjoy it. I really hope you guys check out the Conqueror Saga by Kiersten White, starting with And I Darken, and then it goes Now I Rise, and then Bright We Burn. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you're new here, hi, I'm Shay. Welcome. Please hit that subscribe button and click the little bell icon so you know when to come hang out with me. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video.